Welcome to the Mommy Therapist. They're ready for you.
I'm Kristi.
And I'm Sasha.
We are moms who are also therapists to moms.
And we are passionate about supporting all moms through motherhood transitions, challenges, and beyond.
And we're so happy that you're here today. This is episode 12.
Thank you for listening to our last episode where we talked about stages of parenthood and putting the house to bed.
Putting the house to bed. Did you do it?
I did it last night, which is very helpful for Thursday mornings because I'm like trying to get here to see you and trying to leave early. And so I did do it last night. Kids still forgot their backpack, even though it was right by the door. It's just ADHD.
It's not a perfect system.
No, it's not, but it was helpful for sure.
Okay, good.
Having everything ready.
I was thinking this morning, I feel like I should maybe put my office to bed a little better.
That's not a bad idea.
Usually when I come in the morning, I get my diffuser ready and take out trash or whatever, but maybe I should do that at the end of the day. So when I come to work, it's also just a fresh place to be,
I'm always wanting to just get out and get home.
I know, right? Me too. I'm I've got 5 minutes to get my kiddo before I start getting charged.
So that's hard. But I could totally do my home office. I work in my home office a lot of the week. So that one would be a good idea because I go in there and I'm like, now I got to put everything together. Did the kids come in and mess around with stuff last night? Sometimes probably. That happens. Yes, that's probably. Very true. Very true. So I had a friend give me more car tips.
More car tips.
Tips.
Do share.
I was telling her about your car tips from the podcast. And she has teenagers, right?
Oh, yes.
And I didn't even think of this because we were talking about stinky, smelly teenagers, right?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what it is about puberty hormones, but it's like an onion scent. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's very especially
different.
For boys.
Oh, I bet.
They're the oil glands. I don't know. I have 3 brothers.
Oh, so gosh.
I grew up in it.
Yeah. You had
and now my son is beginning to hit those stages and I'm like, oh, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Luckily he showers every day.
That's
I love you,
because I have a really hard time getting my girls to take a shower regularly and they're the oil and all. Anyway.
Yeah.
So she keeps deodorant, hairbrushes and spray bottles, toothbrush, those disposable toothbrushes.
Yes,
She keeps that stuff in her car.
That's brilliant.
I know. I'm like, then you don't have to worry about getting in the car and you're like, oh, dude, come on. What are you doing?
Right? It's like you've rushed them to get in the car to go to school and then it's like, hang on, you didn't brush your teeth or you're a little smellier than you should be. So you pass stuff back and do it do it while we're driving.
Go. You got this.
I kind of love that.
I thought it was really brilliant, actually.
Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like my husband used to keep a toothbrush and toothpaste in his car.
Yeah.
Or even little flossers, If it's oh, I forgot.
You've
got time in the car?
Yeah. Have you ever done your makeup in the car? I've had to put mascara and stuff on
I
before.
have in the past.
Yeah.
I don't as much now.
You don't wear makeup as much, though.
I don't.
That's just not who you are.
No, I just get my lashes done and I put on a powder, which...
Beautiful.
Okay, the powder that I used to love, because I don't do liquid matte foundation at all.
Yeah.
I just do a powder foundation. And the one I loved got discontinued. And so I was trying to find the closest one, the matching one. And guess which one it is?
What is it?
It's the anti-wrinkle, anti-aging CoverGirl, Simply Clean, whatever. And I'm like...
Of course.
And I came home and I was like... This is the closest one. And my husband looked at me. He's like, it's just marketing, babe. Don't worry about it.
We're just, you know what? Let's just embrace the aging that is happening in our bodies because we can't stop it.
No.
So,
and it's beautiful. Yeah. I love it. I love all my wrinkles. It shows I feel like I have so much expression.
Yeah.
Which is great for my job.
Yeah.
You want to show empathy. You want to have all these things. That's why I don't understand why actresses get Botox. Because it's you need to express emotion though, and now you can't because your face is frozen. What?
Right.
How
and
does
you
that
look
make
so
sense?
different.
Yeah.
So different. Anyway. You can tell. You can tell. Have you seen those trending things on TikTok and Instagram that's they put a celebrity from I saw one from Friends, where they had all of the Friends characters when they started the show and then a picture of them now.
Okay.
And they are sitting together side by side. And I was like, oh, some of you embraced it. Some of you did not.
Yes.
I can
Lisa
see it.
Kudrow is beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
She has embraced her. She's
This is me.
She's stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
And the ones who are a little injected.
Yes. And then I got tearful because,
Matthew Perry.
Thank you. Yeah.
He's not here anymore.
Yeah. I got a little tearful because
we love him.
We lost him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Speaking of which, I've gotten halfway through season 2 of Nobody Wants This.
Oh, yes.
It gets a little bit more dramatic in that
sure
part.
does.
So a lot of what you were saying about it in the last time I talked about it, I was like, that's what she was talking about.
That's what I was talking about.
Okay, this is wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so good. I'm loving it.
Good. Yeah, I really liked it too. So I'm glad you're liking it.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's a good one.
And I did think there's a scene in it where the guys are playing, like the partners are playing basketball, and then everybody's hanging out up there, like, chilling and having fun. And I was thinking about your tip of hanging out with your kids' friends.
Yes, absolutely.
While they're doing things.
Yeah, right.
Their kids' friends' parents. Yeah, I was like,
yeah, she's just
same thing with partners.
Yeah, becoming friends of the partners of her friends.
Let the boys go play, and then we'll sit over here.
Yep, it's like the sports wives.
Yes,
sports girlfriends.
Yes, it was cute.
Okay, you are on check-in first. So
I'm on check-in.
Take us away.
Okay. Well, mentally, I think I'm thinking a lot about this weekend. It's gonna be busy and lots of social. And
you have been socializing a lot, my dear.
I know it.
So much.
This though is more like I think I'm gonna need a break.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be a lot. So I have the graduate event for our IOP program. So we invite the moms who have graduated from the group to come and just do a socializing thing so they can see each other and support each other.
I love those.
It's so great. And then I'm going to go visit my grandma and my aunt and my cousin.
Okay. Family time.
Yes. And let the girls play with grandma a little bit. And then we have a birthday party. And then I might be going out with a friend Saturday night.
Do you need to say no to something?
I think I need to say no to something. Yeah. I need to cut something out. And so I'm trying to figure out maybe what that should be.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm thinking a lot about this weekend and then how that's all going to work out especially because P's got a birthday party that's supposed to go from like 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And I'm like, my goodness. Okay. So, emotionally, like I'm feeling very excited for a lot of the things that I'm doing this weekend, but I'm also feeling like, kind of dreading it a little bit,
Okay.
That's weird.
I don't think that's weird. I feel like I use the word apprehensive for that.
Apprehensive. I like
I'm
that.
kind of excited, but also I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do.
It's going to be busy. There's going to be a lot of driving and a lot of
driving.
Yes. Physically, let's see. My eyes feel a little itchy today. I'm wondering if it's allergies. We're just in that season. But other than that, I'm feeling pretty good. Maybe a little hungry. Maybe I need to eat something. Socially, what have I done? I haven't really done anything social since the zoo, really. Oh no, I went and got pedicures with my sister and the women that we went to the zoo with. And then we went out to dinner and we played a card game that my sister always wins. And I don't know
and you're not
why.
You're not bitter about it at all?
No. Oh, no. She's ruthless when it comes. It's Egyptian rat screw.
Oh, yes. I know this game.
Oh, yes. She is very much. And my friend actually broke her finger.
Oh, no.
Playing this game with my sister.
So she's aggressive.
She's very aggressive.
I see. It's important that she wins.
Yes. Oh, speaking of which, this friend, the one that broke her finger, sent me a text message, which I loved, and I wanted to share it. She says, Sasha, this podcast is so good. I don't like self-help podcasts, but I am on binge mode with your podcast. I have done so much reflecting.
Aww.
So I was like, that felt really good
to
hear.
That's so great.
I know, especially for somebody who doesn't like that kind of content.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. Self-care, self-compassion. During my night off, I took a bath and listened to music, and I went to bed early, and it was beautiful. And that was definitely my fun self-care moment. But.
Love that. Baths are so great.
Yeah.
As long as you have a bathtub that's like big enough for you.
It was one of the things I loved about this house when I found it. I was like, oh, it's a beautiful bathtub.
Yeah. The house we have has a bathtub that is finally big enough, you know?
Yeah.
It's great. Makes a difference.
Yes, it does. What's up with you?
Okay. Mentally, my brain is in Oklahoma because my sister-in-law is in labor. Her water broke this morning, and I'm just so excited. This is, I have all brothers, so this is my younger brother's wife, and I adore her so much. And I'm very sad that they're not in Utah anymore. They moved a couple of years ago, and they decided a little bit later in their marriage to have children, and so she's having her first. Oh and I wish I was there holding her hand.
Oh,
but I was able to talk to them a lot beforehand, you know, using my experience and my expertise to check in and give them some tools to get through all of this.
Wonderful.
And they invited me to come out pretty soon after birth. So whenever baby gets here, I am flying out next weekend to spend 5 days with them to help take care of her and to help take care of him and to help educate and normalize and all of the things. And I'm just so excited to go be a support person for my little niece that's on the way.
It's
and
so
I only
exciting.
have I have 4 nephews, so it's my first niece, and I'm just so excited.
Being an aunt is the best. It's the absolute best. You can just spoil and love on them and then send them home to their parents, right?
Yes.
It's
See,
great.
I haven't had that experience with my nephews really. And so I'm feeling like this is going to be kind of that experience for me. So I'm looking forward to it.
I had a good time with my nephew. He came over and played quite a bit. And I kept grabbing his face and just kissing him all over. And he was like, ew, stop. But like secretly giggling and loving it. And I'm like,
course.
I'm going to put lipstick on and do it. And he's like, no.
Oh, so emotionally, I'm just really excited. I'm apprehensive for her, just hoping everything goes smoothly because it's, you know, your first birth. We talked about it in episode 10. It's just, there's so many unknowns. And so I'm just like sending all my love and good vibes for her. Outside of that, I feel like I'm feeling pretty content again, you know, just like work has been going well, and my bigger kids were on spring break this week. So I took the day off yesterday to go to doctor's appointments and the orthodontist, and we went and saw a movie together. And so just fun. Kind of like enjoying our time, and I'm trying not to overwhelm myself, and I feel like it's working.
Yes.
you know,
I love that.
Just taking things a day at a time. So emotionally, I'm doing pretty good. Physically, I am so tired because Tuesday night, we did not get to bed until after 1, and I'll tell you why in a minute. And then last night, we went to bed on time, but I had to wake up at 2 a.m. because after going to the doctor, she gave me an assignment to check on my daughter's sleeping. My daughter has some signs that she's having a lot of sleep disruptions or poor quality of sleep.
Oh, interesting.
And so she wanted me to check on her to see how she's breathing in the middle of the night. Is she snoring? Are there any like gaspings? Is there any, you know, obstructions? Is there stuff like maybe are her adenoids too big? Is she mouth breathing at night? Kind of what's going on to see maybe what's causing this poor quality of sleep that's causing all these other symptoms.
Yeah, that's something we tell moms not to do. And now you're being told to do it.
So I set an alarm for 1:55 so I could get up and listen to her for 20 minutes and like sneak into her room like a ninja and try not to fall asleep on her floor.
Yes.
So now I'm just tired. And then my little guy is having some sleep disruptions lately.
But I can picture you like ninjaing into her bedroom.
I just like tiptoed, and then I just like sat down and like put my head on the side of her bed.
So you ninja very gracefully.
Yes, very gracefully. But I did think this is training for when I'm in Oklahoma because I'm going to help with the baby, you know. Anyway, so I'm tired. But I'm tired from being a good mom. Yes. And socially, on Tuesday night, I spent time with my husband at his podcast recording. So every year they do an anniversary show, like the anniversary of when their podcast started. Yeah. And they have contestants come on and they do like a quiz show about stuff they've talked about on their podcast. And they crown the listener, and it's very fun. And I get to go and help him with that. And I love hanging out with all those guys. It was it was so much fun, but we did not get home until like 1 o'clock because they record Tuesday evenings. So very tired, but it was so worth it. I have not laughed that hard in a long time.
See,
like tears. I like had a headache from laughing. Yes. I was like, what a wonderful way to get a headache. But it was a really good time. So for self-care, so this past weekend, my big kids were with their dad. So we kind of had just a chill weekend. We didn't do a lot of holiday stuff. We did some yard work. Yeah. We did some housework. And then we did spend some time at like this amazing playground near our house. Just for my little guy, I was like, we all need to get out of the house. So let's just go. And we just sat in the sun like little plants while he played on this giant playground with a million children. And that was really fun. And then I also took a bath, which was wonderful.
Good.
Took a bath and watched my show, which is season 6 of Gilmore Girls. I don't know if I want to watch season 7. Oh, I
don't know if I've ever seen that far into it, honestly.
Oh, really?
Maybe I need to.
Season 7, so there's some big drama at the end of season 6, and then season 7 is like not by the original writer director, and so it doesn't give you the same feel goods. So, friend, if you have any opinions, if I should just stop, you tell me. But yeah, that was my self-care. I love it.
So, Kristi, you're processing with us today.
Yes. Okay. So I had a conversation with my mother-in-law recently about the affirmations that we offer on the podcast.
Okay.
And I hope this is okay. I'm sharing, Christine. She mentioned that sometimes she's like, it's a nice idea, but the things that you guys say, like, I don't feel like I can say those to myself. Those just don't feel true.
Oh, interesting.
And so I kind of talked about, I don't know if you've ever had this come up with clients or with yourself, but there are ways to adjust those affirmations if they don't feel quite true.
Right.
So instead of saying like, I deserve love and support, if you don't actually feel like that, maybe your affirmation is, I'm learning that I deserve love and support.
I like that. Reframing to neutral is generally what we say.
Exactly. Yeah. Neutral. So either I'm trying to learn this or I'm beginning to understand that I deserve love and support. You know, just those little caveats to make it a little more forgiving and a little more true for yourself.
Yeah, I like that.
But also along with this, I think it's important to understand that affirmations, you don't necessarily have to believe them to say them. That's why we're saying them, is to shift your brain into thinking that those things are true or those can be true. And I like using the idea of giving yourself permission for those to be true.
Yes.
Because so often we don't give ourselves permission because we've been taught X, Y, and Z, or this is how it should be, or of course that's not true because this is true. But what if that could be true? Yeah. You know, giving yourself permission of, I give myself permission to deserve love and support.
You can.
You know,
you
can.
Yeah.
And during this conversation, it brought to mind something that we review with our moms in IOP, which is our basic human rights.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Have you reviewed this recently?
No, I haven't. Yeah. We should. Oh man.
We do this on our mindfulness days.
Yeah, this might be a little heavy. Okay.
I'm going to read this. We do this kind of like a meditation. But essentially, this is a list of things to remember every day. These are your basic human rights and some permissions to give yourself. This can be emotional sometimes, especially if you don't feel like you believe these things. But I want you to pay attention as I read this. Pay attention to anything that feels untrue. Okay. Because that's usually a sticking point. Maybe that's something that's causing some distress or discomfort in your life. So it's like something to maybe focus on, right? Kind of like the happy, healthy, hopeful, and whole idea. So
you're going to be my therapist today.
I'm going to be your therapist. Yeah.
All right, cool.
So I'm going to read this and I want you to pay attention to how your emotions and your physical body reacts to these
I'm
phrases.
already reacting. Can you
I can tell.
Shifting?
Here we go. Okay. I have the right to be treated with dignity, compassion, and respect at all times. I have the right to make my own decisions about the course of my life. I have the right to have dreams and to work toward making those dreams come true. I have the right to feel good about myself as a person. I have the right to choose who my friends will be, whom I will spend my time with, and whom I will confide in. I determine who is trustworthy. I have the right to make mistakes. I have the right to change my mind about something. I have the right to be happy. I have the right to ask for what I want. I have the right to follow my own values and standards. I have the right to express all of my feelings, both positive and negative. All of my feelings are valid, and I don't need to justify them. I have the right to say no. I have the right to talk. I have the right to take up space. I have the right to determine my own priorities. I have the right not to be responsible for others' behaviors, actions, feelings, or problems. I have the right to my own needs for personal space and time. I have the right to be in a non-abusive or toxic environment. I have the right to change and grow. I have the right to have my needs and wants respected by others. I have the right to be uniquely myself. I have the right to nourish my body. I have the right to like myself and to honor myself. I have the right to set boundaries for myself. I have the right to feel safe. I have the right to feel loved. I have the right to feel worthy. It is okay if all that I did today was breathe. What happened to me was not my fault. I am not a mistake. I am not fundamentally flawed. I don't need permission to exist. I deserve to exist. It's okay to have a bad day, week, or month. Healing is not linear. Growth is not linear. It's okay if I don't know. I am enough.
Well, you saw me react to a few of those. I feel like all of them are something that I fought with my OCD treatment.
Sure.
And because it was telling me that none of that was true. There are a couple that I'm still struggling with is I have the right to make a mistake.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
And I have the right to be uniquely myself.
Wow.
And not worry about what other people think of me. Mm-hmm. Those are the two biggest ones. And I fight with those almost daily.
Yeah.
I would think. But yeah, I think that just kind of, this might be not be where you thought it was going to go, but it kind of took me back to like my therapeutic journey and where I've been dealing with, you know, starting out originally with my postpartum depression, and then moving into some childhood trauma, some adulthood trauma, and then finding out about OCD and doing that. And now I'm working on current trauma and parts work. And it's just been, it was really interesting to go from like, okay, you didn't believe any of that about yourself when you started this.
And now there's only two.
I mean, there's a couple that I'm still like, there's part.
Yeah,
like
we're on the way.
Yeah. You have the right to make your own decisions about your life. Doesn't always feel that way as a mom.
Yeah.
Because you have to keep your kids in mind as well.
Yeah.
Right?
It's almost like you forfeit some independence and freedom today because of this decision you made.
Yes.
Yeah. The ones that I think are still sensitive for me or not being responsible for others' feelings, behaviors, and actions.
Yeah.
You know, I think my anxiety tells me that if we do a certain thing or say a certain thing, we can control others' feelings. We can reduce their, you know, chance of feeling X, Y, and Z, you know, that people pleasing, that walking on eggshells sort of thing that I really have to get out of.
Yes.
Also, I had a response to, I have the right to take up space.
That one I had to get over too.
Yeah.
That was a big one. I had to turn my cart. This is one of my exposures. I had to turn my cart sideways in the grocery store so that it was the whole space.
Oh, that's so uncomfy.
And not move it if somebody came up.
Oh.
Yeah. I did not like it.
Yes. Yeah. No, it's true. I think this is a hard one specifically for women because of our culture. Our culture has told us to not cause problems, to be quiet, to be demure, to be agreeable, stay out of the way. We make ourselves smaller. We always want to be shorter and thinner. We cross our legs. We fold ourselves in.
Yeah. That's not why I'm sitting like this.
No,
just
no.
So
you're not. You're sitting crisscross. That's different.
My comfy place.
But I feel like we're constantly told to be smaller, to be quieter. I think there's a shift right now going on in our society for women to be stronger and louder and to show up, which I love.
I know. I have liked
So it's giving us permission, but it's still something I'm trying to figure out. I saw on social media recently this thing that said, when women turn 50, you have a decision to make. You either become beige or you get loud. And it was like beige women, like we be quiet, we blend in, we do everything that we're supposed to do. Or you get loud, meaning you dress colorfully, you wear whatever makeup you want, you get tattoos or piercings or wear the big colorful blouses and you know what I mean?
Yes.
You just lean into being uniquely yourself. And I kind of loved that idea of, do you want to blend in or do you want to stand out? And like at that age, you no longer really care about what other people think.
That's true.
Or maybe you shouldn't. You shouldn't care.
Yeah.
And so who do you want to be? What do you want to be?
Yeah.
And what does that say to you or about you? What does that say to others around you?
Yeah.
So
one thing that kind of fits in, but this is something my therapist actually told me recently. I was like, I feel like I'm fighting a lot of things right now, a lot of judgment and like, boundaries and all of that. And she said, well, yeah, you're setting boundaries with people and you are showing up uniquely as yourself. And it's coming, everybody else is like, excuse me, what? I don't like this. I don't like that you're not accommodating me. And so I'm getting the pushback. I'm getting the pushback from the boundaries, and it sucks,
that's the
and
sign.
it's hard.
That's the sign that you needed him because that means you were being taken advantage of, or you were giving up things that you didn't actually want to.
Yeah. So that's been. I didn't ever think of it that way. I'm setting boundaries, and so that's why I'm always in an argument with someone in my family. It feels like because I'm saying no, I'm choosing me.
Yeah, and that makes them uncomfortable. And that's okay. That's not your job, right?
It's not my job.
Yeah. But the right to set boundaries for yourself. Another one that I don't really believe is that it's okay that all I did today was breathe.
Yeah. That one feels hard to me too.
And maybe it's because we're in a season of responsibility with our kids and with our work. Like, it's not okay if all I did was breathe.
Yeah.
But that's how it feels, unless I have a really good excuse, like I'm sick.
Yeah.
There's that hospital fantasy of like, I want permission to say all you have to do today is exist. But that's not really what I've chosen. So it's hard.
Kind of ended up happening on Sunday because I'm not a fan of Easter. So St. Patrick's Day is second favorite. Maybe I should rank my holidays.
We should do a holiday ranking
show. We should
do
that. That would be fun. So I hate it. And so Derek just kind of took it over and he just did everything. And I sat on the couch and read and we watched our show for hours. I never got out of my pajamas.
Amazing.
I rested. And the next day I was so productive. And I'm like, this is okay. Take the time to take care of yourself. And Derek was laughing so hard because I was sitting here reading and I was like, what? No, don't do that. And
you're you're arguing with your book.
Yes. He's like, you are so funny to watch.
That's
and
amazing.
I was like, okay, so I need to sit and take the time to read in that because that was a bonding moment between my husband and I. But I feel like this is the time we have together.
I should be paying attention.
I should be paying attention.
Yeah. All things we still are learning, and it's okay if some things felt true in the past but don't feel true anymore, or vice versa. Things that you thought were true aren't, or they weren't, but now they are. But save this and go back and listen to it.
Yeah,
and friends, share with us if there's something that you want to talk about on this list. Yeah,
I like it.
All right. So because that was basically affirmations, we're going to switch it up. And Sasha, you're going to give us a book review.
Yes, I am.
Amazing. Tell us.
I'm going to try to keep it short because there was so much I wanted to say about it. But I don't want to spoil everything for you, right? I want you to go read the book or listen to it at the very least. I haven't listened to this book in years.
Okay.
One of the first parenting books that I ever read. But it's The Whole Brain Child by Dan Siegel.
I love this book.
And I didn't realize he was an MD.
Mm-hmm.
He also wrote it with Tara Payne Bryson, and she's the PhD. Mm-hmm. But the way he writes, he sounds just like
he's brilliant.
He's a therapist, you know? So anyway, you know those moments when your toddler's jumping on the bed naked at bedtime and you feel your nervous system dysregulating?
I feel called out.
Just a little bit.
This literally happened again last night.
Oh, did it really?
We're in a phase. Go on.
What's happening? Okay, so we're going back to that window of tolerance, right? And I love how Dan talks about this as upstairs brain versus the downstairs brain.
Yes.
So the upstairs brain is the logic, the reasoning, the regulation. And the downstairs brain is our emotions, impulses, and survival mode, right? Mm-hmm. So we're back into our wise mind connection, right? So before learning these concepts, how did you interpret your children's meltdowns and big emotions?
Let's see. With my first, I think when there was a big tantrum, it felt like something I needed to stop right away, avoid at all cost.
That it was your responsibility to do.
My responsibility to do. And I think sometimes our natural inclination is that if they can't hear you because they're screaming and crying, you have to scream louder to get them to hear you.
Yeah.
Which is not helpful.
No.
But that's like your instinct of like, oh no, like they're having an emergency. I gotta stop this. And so you escalate to kind of match it to.
Exactly. You borrow their dysregulation, right? Yeah. And then you try and fix it. And that never works.
It's like a power struggle a little bit of like, you're upset. Well, I can be more upset.
And,
right. Yeah.
Exactly. So they're giving me a hard time. We want to switch it from they're giving me a hard time to they're having a hard time. If we can switch that in our brains, then it's helpful. So when your child is dysregulated, you're not dealing with logic. You're dealing with survival mode. They're in survival mode. They're just like, I'm all over the place. What do I do? So this can look like tantrums, bedtime battles, transitions, especially with toddlers, can be really hard. With my neurodivergent children, anything outside of the regular routine is a meltdown, right? So was there a moment where understanding upstairs brain versus downstairs brain actually shifted how you responded to your children?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think specifically when I had baby number 2, and I was getting really upset with number 1. I really had to figure out that me yelling at him wasn't helping because I was getting so ragey that I really had to figure out that in those moments, we both need to come down. We both need comfort. We both need calm. We both need time and space. We need to feel safe and comforted before we can access the why are we upset and what can we do to fix the problem.
It's rough. So this is just one aspect of this book, and the rest goes into how you can apply the concept during moments of meltdown and really help. I think because I had just did this research last night, my youngest came to me just so upset because I was like, okay, your sister wants to put you to bed tonight. And she was like, no, I need mommy time. And I was like, whoa, where did this come from? This came out of left field. And so we sat down and we chatted for a minute and figured out like she just is missing mom and just needs some mom time. And so we snuggled, I sang her a song and then she was fine. She was good. But because I had just read this, I was like, oh wait, here's a moment. I'm going to do it.
I know what to do.
I'm a super mom today.
Yes. I've got my whole brain child glasses on and I can see this clearly, which that's the hard part is knowing the thing and then being able to see it in real time. I love this book because I think it helps you understand how your kid's brain works, and he gives you really practical advice on how to apply this in specific situations. So it feels really actionable. It doesn't just feel like, oh, what a cool theory.
I know.
It's like, oh, if this is what's happening, this is the best way to react because of the way that their brain processes things. And kind of how you mentioned last week, they don't really have a window of tolerance. Right. It's very small.
Yes.
And they're borrowing our calm. This is kind of a cheat sheet or a handbook of how to co-regulate.
Yes.
And that's so important.
It's really a great book. You should pick it up.
Yeah. It's a good one. Dan Siegel.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Love him.
All right. For our education moment today, I just wanted to bring up something a little bit different. So I've had the opportunity recently to talk to friends and family members about their kids who have been struggling with school stuff, struggling with their own mental health, kids who are saying things that are a little bit scary.
Yeah.
And because they know I'm a therapist, they kind of come to me and say, this thing is happening. And like, do I take it seriously? I don't know what to do. How do I know how to help my kid? And I think that's a really common thing among parents. So I'm going to tell you, if you are worried about your kid, what do you do? Here's some steps. So if you feel like your kid is having a mental health battle, they're having signs of depression, they're having signs of self-harm or suicidality or any of those sort of things, they're being bullied, they're feeling bad about themselves, they're isolating, they're not eating or they're overeating, any of those sorts of behaviors, kind of the first thing you want to do is check in with your pediatrician. So especially if they're on the younger side, pediatricians can assess for some of those physical symptoms and help you figure out if this is a physical thing. Sometimes fatigue, low motivation can be, maybe they don't have enough iron, right? That was my problem.
That was your thing.
Maybe they need something else. Mm-hmm. If there's a learning disability or if there's, if they're behind in school, if there's something like that, they can offer ways to assess for that.
Yes.
They can also give you assessments for mental health. They can give assessments for you to give to their teachers that they can fill out for a mental health evaluation to kind of decide like what behaviors are you seeing at home versus at school. They can start those conversations so you can really get a full picture of what's going on with your kiddo.
Yeah.
And then your doctor can really guide you and say, based on what you're seeing and what their teachers are seeing, this is kind of what I recommend. They can recommend you to a therapist. They can recommend a psychiatrist if they feel like medication would be something to help. They can also give you resources for assessments for autism if you are looking for something like that. If you have kiddos that maybe are a little bit older into that, teen age, and that something's off mentally and you don't really want to waste time with assessments with pediatricians or whatnot, you can go straight to mental health clinics.
Yes.
The best way to do this is to pull up your insurance website and go into the behavioral health and look for covered places. So mental health services just cost a lot, but there is a lot more insurance coverage than there used to be. So always start with your insurance, see who's going to be covered, go online, text and call, get on waiting lists if you need to. But I know here in our city, we have tons of options with all different options for different insurance coverage. So through your insurance, pull up, you can look at online reviews for different places. You can also reach out to friends and family if they have any recommendations, if they've used any therapists or clinics.
Yeah, that's helpful. That's a good place to start too.
Because not everything's created equal. Mm-hmm. So, if you feel comfortable saying, hey, we're looking for a recommendation, has anybody used anybody that they love?
Yes.
That can be really helpful. And then from those clinics, so let's say you get your kid into a therapist, that therapist will also have resources if they say, yeah, I did some assessments, I'm doing some observation, I really think this is a thing. Maybe they would benefit from tutoring, maybe they would benefit from occupational therapy, maybe they would benefit from an autism screening or assessment, maybe medication is something to consider, and then they can give you resources from there. Right. So kind of your first place is to start your pediatrician or finding a mental health clinic near you in your insurance, to start with those main assessments to figure out what's going on. Because I think as parents, remember, like, you're not seeing the full picture. Who your kid is with you is only one piece of the puzzle. So consider who they are with their friends and at school.
Yes.
Getting input that way can also be really helpful. Talking to your kids' teachers, the school counselor are also good resources, depending on ages. So
yeah,
hopefully that helps. And maybe if you know someone, you can give them this, pass this along also, that if your kid's struggling, you shouldn't be doing this by yourself. This is that village thing again.
Right. Exactly.
You don't have to have all the answers.
Yeah.
ChatGPT is not going to teach you how to fix your kiddo, and it shouldn't. So rely on the experts around you who have years and years and years of training and experience.
I love that.
But also read the books, go to a parenting class, get a therapist for yourself if your kiddos are really struggling.
Absolutely.
Sometimes learning yourself how you can co-regulate, how you can show up if you've got stuff that maybe you need to be doing differently or better. If you've got your own trauma you don't realize is getting in the way, sometimes doing your own work, and even just talking about, like, talking to a therapist about any guilt you might be feeling of if your kid is struggling. Do you feel like that's your fault? Do you feel like you have to fix it? Because neither of those things are true. So also take care of yourself in that moment. So there you go.
Beautiful. I love that. I've had some experiences with that with my kiddos and getting them diagnosed and all of that, but maybe we'll go into that another day and talk about how like that whole journey.
Yeah, I think some parents are afraid of a diagnosis because it's like, oh, what will that mean about my kid?
Yes.
Let me be clear. A diagnosis is simply words on a paper that opens doors.
Yeah.
So we're going to say, like, if your kid has some behaviors that cause them to struggle, let's label it as autism so that you can receive the resources of therapies and skills, and, it will be covered by your insurance because it's under the specific label. Like, it doesn't necessarily put your kid in a box as much as it does just open doors to approved resources. So I just want to dispel that a little bit. So, yeah. All right, Sasha, you're on our lightning round. What's a tip to make
Okay, I'm actually, okay, I feel like I have a normal one now.
Normal? What does that mean?
Well, more practical, like Kristi. Like Kristi practical.
Practical.
Do you have issues getting your kids to eat fruits and vegetables and like healthy snacks other than popcorn and stuff like that?
I am really, really lucky in that my kids are not super picky.
That's good.
They do have like their 3 vegetables they will eat.
Yes.
And they need to be like covered in butter.
Oh, yeah.
But go on, tell us.
Okay, so my kiddos will come home from school and just go straight to the snack cabinet and grab a bag of popcorn and just eat that whole thing, right?
Yep.
Popcorn isn't a terrible one, so I don't get upset about that. But I realized that one thing that I do is I will just chop up fruits and vegetables and put them on the counter with ranch, because they have to have ranch with their veggies.
Yes.
And they will eat them.
Yes.
They walk by and eat them.
The secret charcuterie board.
Yes.
It's just surprise. The surprise charcuterie board.
Here you go. It's out here. It's great.
It's just there. And if it's there, then they're like, oh, what's this? I totally do this.
I know.
When my kids are like watching a movie, I will go down, instead of saying, do you guys want something? Or it's probably, you might need a snack. I just fill up their water bottles and put them down on the table. And then I get a plate, and I'll usually put like pretzels and string cheese and strawberries and sliced up cucumbers and carrots. And I'll just put it down there.
Yeah.
And I don't say anything. You just leave it there.
It's like trying to get a squirrel to come up to you, right? That's like tempt you here.
Yeah, it's like a bird feed when you just hold it quietly.
Sit and watch.
Yeah.
Don't scare it away.
Yeah. And by the time the movie's over, the plate's gone, So set out secret healthy snacks.
And tempt your kids to come eat them.
Trick them.
Like little mice.
Trick them into eating cucumbers. I love this. Wonderful.
Thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you for showing up for yourself today.
You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, or email us at themommytherapists@gmail.com.
We'd love to hear from you. Let us know what made an impact or what you'd like to hear on a future episode.
Whether it's taking a bath or tricking your kids into eating vegetables, we hope something good happens today.
See you next week.
Take care.